I just have to rant about the incompetent people who work on Need for Speed Unbound, because what the hell? What are you smoking? What are you even thinking? Like, I take any sort of common logic and throw it out of the window. It's just amazing. Okay, so Need for Speed announced this Need for Speed showroom where they choose photos that people took in Need for Speed Unbound and they share it around social media. They share the best photos. And have you seen the photo mode in Need for Speed Unbound? Like, when they decided to make this decision, when they decided to announce it, they knew what was the photo mode in Need for Speed Unbound. They know what the photo mode in Need for Speed Unbound looks like and how it works, because this is terrible. This is terrible. And I hope they can revamp this photo mode, because this is embarrassing. This is embarrassing in 2023 to see this kind of photo mode in a game. And what is so bad about this photo mode, you may ask? Well, you go to the photo mode, you can fly around the car with the camera, it's fine and all, but then you notice that you can't tilt the camera. And that's just the first issue you probably notice. You can't tilt the camera. What? I'm sorry, what? Okay. Any game, okay, The Crew 2, Forza Horizon 5, Hot Wheels Unleashed even, Gran Turismo 7, obviously, all of these games allow you to tilt the camera in the respective photo mode. To add on that, all the previous games, Hot Pursuit Remastered, Heat, Payback, 2015, even The Run, all of these games allowed you to tilt the camera, yet Unbound can't have a simple camera tilt feature in its photo mode. I just don't get it. Okay, let's leave the tilt for now. We found a nice angle. Let's edit the photo. Let's add some saturation. Let's add some filters. Let's add all sort of stuff. Okay, we have some camera effects, some basic focus features, focal distance, depth of field, okay. And we have saturation and contrast. And that's it. That's it. What happened to all the features and effects that were in the previous titles? What happened to the option to adjust the colors? What happened to the option to hide the driver? What happened to all the filters? What happened to the option to change the brightness? And that's not even all of that. Like, what? Where is everything from the photo mode that was in Need for Speed Heat? Where is anything other than the basic contrast and saturation and the basic focal distance and depth of field? Where is everything? You expect people to make good photos and send you good pictures with this? With this joke of a photo mode? Okay, so let's take a nice photo and there we go. You see this? This annoying invitation screen always pops up because people keep inviting to playlists. And people want to race, people want to play, so they invite to a playlist. But I'm taking a photo. Why I need to see the invitation screen? Why? Okay, this in general is a big issue. I'm tuning my car, someone invites to a playlist, I can't see anything. I can't see all the stats of the car, I can't see anything. I'm taking a photo, someone invites to a playlist, it literally hides the menu, it hides the effects menu. I want to change the focal distance. I can't see what I'm doing because it literally blocks everything. This invitation screen needs to be revamped. It needs to be changed. It needs to be moved. It needs to have some sort of change, because this is just pure insanity. This is annoying. This is stupid. But back to the photo mode, I'm really wondering to myself, are we going to get some sort of photo mode revamp? Because if not, what's the point of this whole Need for Speed showroom if we don't even have a good photo mode to take photos with? Like, they made a photo mode. in Need for Speed 2015, which was fine for the time. And then in Payback, they improved it. And then in an update to Need for Speed Payback, they improved this photo mode even more. They added tons of new filters. They made the option to move further with the camera. They literally improved the photo mode. And then, I don't know why, but in Heat they removed most of the filters they added in Payback, and I don't see why. All the filters are already there. It's the same photo mode, it's just filters. Why remove them? It literally doesn't make any sense. And now in Unbound, they stripped down the photo mode even more to the point we have just basic saturation and basic focal distance options. Like I said before, we can't even tilt the camera. Good thing we can at least zoom in and zoom out with the camera. What's next? In the next Need for Speed game, they are going to remove the option to zoom in and zoom out? It's ridiculous how incompetent and disconnected these developers can be, announcing this photo mode thing, this showroom thing, when they barely even have a photo mode in the game. Look at these photos I made in Need for Speed Heat. Look at these photos I made in Need for Speed 2015. Look at these photos I made in Need for Speed Hot Pursuit. Look at these photos I made in Need for Speed The Run. Look at these photos I made in Need for Speed Most Wanted. This game doesn't even have a photo mode. I used a debug camera mode. This is embarrassing, and I don't even want to start talking about features that should be in the photo mode and never were even in the Ghost Games era, like they never were even in Need for Speed 2015 Payback and Heat. I'm talking about motion blur. I'm talking about changing the time of day and the weather. I'm talking about hiding pedestrians and traffic that gets in the way. I'm talking about these quality of life that never were in previous titles even. That's honestly embarrassing. That's honestly bizarre, because a lot of other racing games, let's take for example The Crew 2. The Crew 2, I'm not a fan of this game, but this photo mode is a damn good one. They have all these features, they have all these options, and you can make some good looking photos in this photo mode. It's amazing. I'm really hoping to be proven wrong and that we will get a revamped photo mode that will be great and will have all of these features and we could make great photos in Need for Speed Unbound. I really hope we will be able to do that. I'm really hope to be proven wrong. But the way they treat this game, I honestly find it hard to believe. And that's sad.